It's another walk with Lucky. Where is she today? There she goes. Say hello, Lucky. Say hello, Lucky. Oh, not saying anything now. I mean, she was pretty loud at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. She wanted to let out. I think she's eaten something and she's not particularly well. Come on now, Lucky. So I couldn't get back to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I went and caught up with some emails. Let's chat about them now. One from a new member, and he didn't understand what was going on at Bookie Bashing, and sometimes I take it for granted that people understand the service that we have and they may be confused. So let's talk about that. Lucky, what are you eating now? Come on, stop eating stuff. And yeah, the confusion comes down to the fact that he said that there was a bunch of numbers up, but they didn't match up with the exchanges, with the lay price on the exchange. He was expecting maybe to see a bunch of back odds and then a bunch of lay odds at the exchange. That's what the traditional, if you like, match betting arbitrage sites do. Well, we don't do that because we are originators, meaning that we have our own models for everything and we price up probability in-house. And we have massive amounts of testing to make sure that we're accountable and that it's accurate. Now, yes, we do use the exchanges as an input in some, but not all markets. We would be foolish not to. Michael Cannon talked about this at Smart Bash last year when pricing up a horse race. He can price up a horse race himself, but he would be foolhardy to ignore anything that was happening on the exchanges because there's just people that have more information than you do. And personally, I wouldn't ever go against what the win price of any horse said on the exchange. Neither would I go against what the win price of the Champions League final said, because know your limitations. Know when you're able to price up better in the markets and know when you're not critically. So yeah, we price up in-house. He said he was a member of another community. I'm not going to name them. Let's just call them Not Even Gorillas. And he said that our numbers don't match. And the reason our numbers don't match is these other communities, they just compare against the exchanges and take those prices as gospel. It's quite dangerous to do that. I would always advise trying to price up yourself, even if that means that you have to bring some exchange information into your model. Just don't use the exchange as the be-all and end-all arbiter of every price, because it isn't. I think there's a generation of people coming through that have been sold this idea that the exchange price is so efficient, it's not beatable and you shouldn't argue against it. And quite frankly, that isn't true. The second email that I got was from somebody who wasn't a Bookie Bashing member, but was a member of the Uneven Gorillas community. He said that for a few months now, he'd been using their NoLay horse racing tracker with some success. He had questions over that. Congratulations to him. What a piece of kit that sounds like. And he also had some questions around the NoLay Bet365 Superboost strategy. Now, what are we doing? I feel like we've almost come too far now when we've labelled a strategy behind Denise Coates' Bet365 Superboosts. These Superboosts should obviously be value without the need to put the word strategy on the end or do complex mathematics. Of course, it is nice to price them up ourselves if we can, but 95% plus of them are value to back, and you could do it blindly and be profitable in the long run. Whether you'd want to or not is another matter, because these Superboosts should come with a health warning that they will reduce the lifespan of your account. In fact, I might just have a buddy who I've been advising on placing some bets at Bet365 recently. I heard that he'd taken some of the winnings, put it on one of those super boosts for Europe to win on day one of the Ryder Cup. I was fuming, mostly because I could just see the lifespan of that particular Bet365 account now being considerably shorter. Regardless, if you want to bet on it, just bet on it. I don't know what the max limit is. Is it £10? You know, if you're a medium to high stakes better, it's not worth the risk of shortening the account. The real value, the strategy, is working out whether the exchange price is a back or a lay. Normally, the vast majority of the time, in fact, the exchange price hasn't got it right. It's very biased because there's an unusual amount of layers to backers ratio in that particular market. Most of the time the exchanges are a value back, but not all of the time. Often they're a value layer. Knowing the exact price is quite important. That's where the real strategy comes in. I was talking to a couple of old acquaintances from a syndicate from over a decade ago about these markets on the exchanges. Those guys are coming up to the £1 million profit mark. Most mostly just by knowing which side of the exchange market to be playing on, whether to be backing or whether to be laying. Fun fact, they were probably laying the Voltamardi shot on target boost that I had backed the other week during the Bashcast, when they were a little bit more clued up than me, and they figured out that Voltamardi wasn't going to start, so it was a lot of easy EV for them. Anyway, the Bet365 Superboost NoLay strategy, to me that just feels like taking a Michelin star reviewer to Kentucky Fried Chicken for the afternoon. The second email that I got, as we just let the dog off the lead, 1 second, hold on, here you go, Lucky. Off you go, Lux, go on, go on. Yeah, look, you're free forever. The second email. Oh, sorry, Lucky, come here now. Lucky, here now. Sorry, I didn't see you. Lucky, here now. Lucky, Lucky, sit. Lucky, sit. Lucky, Lucky, now. Lucky, 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 Lucky. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Lucky, Lucky, Lucky. She's just a friendly puppy, this one, but not the greatest recall in the world.